So if you're like me, there's never enough time for anything, right? You're a small business owner. You've got to run the business. You got to do the work of the business. You have to do the job literally of a number of people, right? It just never seems to end. You got to look for the work. You got to do the work. You got to bill for the work. You got to collect for the work. You got to do the banking, the accounting, all of it. And I'm one of those people that I always feel like I'm so overwhelmed. I'm so swamped, and there's never enough time in the day. And there are times where it really overwhelms me, and I get kind of crazy, and I think, never get it all done, and there's just too much to do for one person. How can I do all of this? And still trying to take on more things and do more things and be more effective in places. And for me, it came down to sitting down and really kind of thinking about where I spend my time, and how I use my time. Because as a small business owner, time is very rare for us, especially free time. And there are days where you feel like you get up at the crack of dawn and you work all day, you skip lunch, you maybe grab a quick dinner if you're lucky. And if you're lucky like me, you got a nice husband that does makes you dinner and makes you eat. And then, before you know it, you're like, it's 10 o'clock and you're still working. And that's not good for anyone. And you do it not, and beyond that, I don't do it every day. You do it every day, Monday through Friday, Saturday and Sunday. If you're like me, I get up before I have to go do things, and I'm working on stuff for me before I head off for a meeting or something like that, or I head out to do a 1 day gig or something. And it's it can wear you down, and you can feel really tired and worn out. And then when you feel like that, then things get worse. And I know right now it's kind of the weird time, because we're kind of coming out of this unprecedented time. There's still a lot of uncertainty. We don't know what's going on. And I would argue that more than ever is the time that we really need to sit down and take some time for ourselves. And I'm not talking like taking a day off or anything. I'm talking like, for me, I've discovered that, because, and let's just go back for a second. Not only are you running a business, you're running a life. You have your life to live. So, you've got to still find time to do the errands. You've got to find time to do the kitchen, clean the kitchen, and do the laundry, and keep the house, so there's a lot on your plate when you're a small business owner. And, which is why we can feel like we never can get time. The whole time I'm sitting trying to relax, like say on a Friday night, the laptop's staring at me, or my notebook is staring at me, or the, rug that I should have vacuumed yesterday but didn't because I ran out of time is still looking dirty and dingy, and that's making me feel guilty and weird. And so we never shut down, we never shut off. And for me, it became a thing of where I had to really learn to do it. Okay, I had to really learn how to just, it's okay to sit on the couch and watch WandaVision for an hour. It's okay to do that. It's okay to sit down and watch a movie on a Saturday night with my husband, because those relationships are just as important, if not more important, than my business relationships. It is okay to go out to dinner with my family and not think about work. There's nothing wrong with that. Not a bad thing. So that's the first step, is I think, and like I said, right now we're in a weird time where I think more than ever you need to just say, okay, I'm going to take an hour off and I'm going to, watch my favorite streaming show, or I'm going to take an hour off or 2 hours off and I'm going to read a book or a comic book, or I'm going to draw, or I'm going to do something. We need to give ourselves permission to enjoy these lives that we're stressing out over and we're working so hard for, because we're not enjoying them, and we're not taking them, we're taking them for granted, and we're not enjoying what we're doing. The other thing that I found worked for me, and I'll put the link to it in the comments below, is doing a time tracker. And I kind of did a just basic general one for me. I kept it in 20-minute blocks. And I found that by doing that, I became much more effective in my day-to-day stuff. I was able to get more done by simply keeping track of things for a while and then saying, you know what? I don't need my email open the entire time I'm working on my computer. Um, I can open it when I get in the morning. I can open it back up after lunch and check anything, and I will check it maybe before I leave, if you're lucky. Because there's nothing in my life going on that needs an immediate response if I'm in the middle of something. And so I found that I spent most of my day going to check email accounts, getting rid of spam, delete, so it was wasting time. And it wasn't really, out of maybe the 10 emails that came in, like one morning when I left it open for an hour, one of them required, some sort of attention in the next 48 hours. There's nothing in my life. Now, if you're doing order processing and that's coming, that's a different story, but there are emails that you can kind of look at. I kept track of how much time I was on, the web. Did I need to be looking for supplies and things constantly, or could I set it aside like once every 2 weeks? Okay, it's the first Monday of the month, I'll look for office supplies or equipment or whatever, and kind of break it down that way. But the tracker is the first way to kind of help you figure out how to get where your time is going so you can be more effective. The other thing that I wanted to say too is also with treating ourselves is make sure you take time for lunch, even if it's a half an hour. Give yourself permission to shut down, tune out, put on your iPod, whatever it is you need to do, but take a 30-minute break from your day so you can kind of just eat, relax, refresh yourself. And again, you're no good to anyone if you don't take care of yourself. All right, so this is the first in a couple of videos we're going to be doing for exclusive content, hopefully for YouTube. If you like this and you want to get more, like and subscribe below. I'm E.H. Howard. You can find out more about me at ehhoward.com. It's open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. While you're there, join our mailing list. We got a lot of things going on coming up. If you're like and subscribe below, I think I said that. Follow us on Facebook. There's a Facebook group page. We're doing Facebook exclusive content. We're doing some other collaborations and partnerships, so that'll be really awesome. And then hopefully we'll see you back here for the next video. All right, see you then.